Good evening, folks. Welcome inside the Pittsburgh Curling Club and to draw number 13 of the Pittsburgh 5-Under National Qualifying Bonspiel. This broadcast is our feature sheet, which is Sheet B, and in this draw, we have a sweep at the wheel from the Schenectady Curling Club. They'll be throwing the red stones, and the Turnpike Rock Tossers from the Mayfield Curling Club throwing yellow. Mayfield won the coin toss and elected to take the hammer in the first end. So we join the first end here on their vice throws. This is the second rock for Schenectady's vice. Going for a hit there, just crashes on the guard, but able to open things up for their skip potentially and leave the Mayfield rock exposed completely now. A 32-team qualifying Bonspiel here in Pittsburgh. The winner of the A event will be given a chance to go represent their club at 5-Under Nationals. If you're not familiar with curling, it's a sport divided by how many years of experience you have. So curlers with 5 years of experience or less are grouped uniquely on their own from other curlers and have the opportunity to play in tournaments composed only of curlers 5 years and less of experience. So Mayfield with a guard there, trying to protect their shot rock. In a pretty good position to take the straightaway hit. Schenectady certainly with an opportunity to try and hit their own red guard there and do a raise. But that guard is a 2, so pretty long raise there to take it all the way back accurately onto the forefoot. This the first shot here for Matt Green. And looks like they're electing a draw. So going to try and sneak around that yellow guard and get fully into the four-footer right on the button to out-count Mayfield. This one has the line, doesn't have the weight. No, it does not. A little heavy there. All the way back onto their own stone. They do leave both their stones in the back of the 12-foot ring. A draw here from Mayfield, but a little heavy. Hits that back red out. And looks like Schenectady going to attempt the same draw. And see if they can find a way to put something under one of those guards so that Mayfield doesn't have an open draw for 2 with their last stone. So nothing doing there for Schenectady. And Mayfield going to have an open draw. Just need to get a rock fully in the 12-foot circle to take 2 here in this first end. The draw on the way. Sweeping a good most of the way here to make sure they are fully in. And a successful draw there. So the Turnpike Rock Tossers will take 2 to start out. And Hammer will switch over to Schenectady. So Mayfield puts the rock in the top 12 with their first stone. And a corner guard there from Schenectady. As is just so often the case at the club level curling, 2 immediate strategies. When you don't have the hammer, play to the center. When you do have the hammer, throw up those corner guards. So Mayfield here was looking for a draw, but wide and heavy, and that'll sail through the house. And that's going to give Schenectady the opportunity to throw a hit and roll off of Mayfield's stone. This is on a pretty good line, but does overcurl just a hair, so they'll make contact right on the nose. That'll put them with a 12-foot biter and still their corner guard in place. It looks like the Turnpike Rock Tossers here discussing trying the exact same shot. And they're going to go for a hit of their own. This one looks like it's going to suffer the same fate as Schenectady. Just overcurls a touch. It's right on the nose. But if you're Mayfield, you're likely okay with that, as it sets you up with the traditional center guard strategy again. And another shot at a hit here from Schenectady. They'll clear that yellow guard and leave themselves 2 guards to work with now. Take a look at the exact position of these 2 Schenectady guards. And the Turnpike Rock Tossers, I think, gonna elect to try and draw right behind them. We'll watch as this rock comes in here. They're a little worried that it's hot. And it does appear to be. That'll go through the back of the house. Sweep at the wheel, going to try the draw of their own here and start to hopefully use those corner guards to their advantage and set up an end. Oh, they were cleaning that rock all the way. They stopped for literally 1 second and it picked in that exact time. Just really unlucky there. But they got their luck back a little bit as it basically sticks their own guard stone under cover. So in a span of just a split second there, the curling gods taketh away, but lucky for Schenectady, giveth right back. And out there, everybody's out trying to find what was on the ice and what caused that. So it looks like the Turnpike Rock Tossers here are going to continue to try a draw of their own and see if they can get closer than Schenectady. Sweepers on this one immediately. Off now. They must have thought it was a little light, but That rock's going to go all the way through the house. We have had unbelievably fast ice conditions here all weekend at the Pittsburgh Curling Club, so been a little bit of a challenge for some folks to slow down enough and find that draw weight on fast ice. And we'll see what a sweep at the wheels Weiss is able to do here with his 2 stones. In curling, of course, each team member throws 2 stones, alternating each stone with the other team. And the draw on the way here from Schenectady. Cleaning all the way through this time. They don't want to have the same thing happen. But just a bit heavy on this one as well. Mayfield skip on it and will sweep it out. So the second rock from Mayfield's Weiss here, and looks like electing the same draw. Both teams happy to just continue this race to the center here. Another one where they're concerned about the weight. The Schenectady skip digging. Able to get that rock down to the back of the 12-foot, so not really super concerning for them now at this point as they sit still very well under protection in the top 8. Each ring of a curling target 4 feet in diameter, so the reference is to 4 foot, 8 foot, 12 foot, depending on whether they're in that center red ring, the white middle ring, or the blue outer ring. So another draw on the way. Sweep in this one with all he's got to hold the line. The question is, does it have the weight either? And they'll bring this one all the way down to tap on their own guard. So certainly leaves themselves, again, with a lot of space to work. With hammer and 2 stones remaining. Still trying to set up an end for 2 or 3 here, and we'll see if Mayfield's able to draw underneath that cover. Mayfield sweeping this one like crazy. Not gonna have the weight. And that'll end up as another guard. Guards in curling divided up in thirds between the hog line and the house. So the first third after the hog line called a 1 guard, the second third a 2 guard, and the final third a 3 guard. So if you hear the skips referencing that they want a 2 guard or a 3 guard, they're just talking about how far between the hog line and the house they want that stone to end up. So first skip stone here for a sweep at the wheel. And going for a raise. Everybody's had enough of trying to find that draw weight apparently and elected to try to throw some raises here. This one over curling and dying fast though. Not near as many rocks down this side of the ice, so a little bit slower out there. Ice progressively gets quicker for the first 2 to 3 ends of a curling game. So a lot of mental gymnastics as you call each shot on each different line and try to remember how many rocks have gone down that path. Helps you try to determine just how fast the ice may be there. But Schenectady's still sitting 1. Yeah, Mayfield's really only option here to try the draw again. They're on this one hard. We'll see if it's got the weight to get into the rings. And it does not quite. We'll take a look here. Just hangs out about 8 inches above the rings, so likely another raise attempt here coming from Schenectady. And that'll be their shot at 2. So they're not taking a lot of ice, trying to do this with a little more weight. You gotta be careful you don't throw too much. Or if you do throw a lot, make sure you catch your rock at an angle so you don't send it straight back through. They're definitely gonna make contact. And now it'll just be a question of weight. And well done there by Schenectady, a perfect raise. And that'll be 2 points for a sweep at the wheel as we move to the third end. Lots of action around the Pittsburgh Curling Club this evening. All three other sheets in action. We do have a second stream available if you're interested in any of the action over on sheets A, C, and D. And we have 2 more draws this evening as well. So a lot of draws when you get into a 32-team Bonspiel. And 2 more draws this evening and 2 draws tomorrow. So in the third end here, both teams placing a rock in the house to start. And a hit attempt from Schenectady, but that's going to sail on through. Just a bit outside, as they would say. And now a hit attempt coming from Mayfield as both teams try to sit 2. Mayfield electing to throw the intern here. And trying to push this one over to the stone. Does get it just far enough over to make contact, but will leave that red stone there out in the wing, and that will give Schenectady the opportunity to try again with their hit. So the hit made successfully there, and Mayfield trying to determine if they want to turn this into a hit game of their own, and it looks like they do. So they'll go ahead and try a normal weight hit here. And the stone's on the way. They are hoping it curls. And it does curl just enough, so they'll make contact, lose the shooter, and both teams will take a pause here with 5 rocks each to go and reset their strategy for the rest of the end. We are having some technical difficulties with our second stream, so if you're here, we'll try to keep you updated as best we can about the scores going on around the rest of the ice. Schenectady going right back to the center line. Past the free guard zone period here, so they take it into the house and put it in the top 12. And Mayfield seemingly happy here to continue to play the hit game. And hits that one perfectly on the nose. Sends it back and out. Give you a quick peek here at the scores and the current situation on the other sheets. Here on B, Schenectady throwing a hit of their own. Each team just trading hits at this point. This one a little wide, though, and they're going to try and push it all the way over. We'll see if they're able to make contact. And just going to be a bit wide. So that'll leave Mayfield with their rock in place, and now an opportunity to split the house here and try to set up an end. So Mayfield successfully splits here, puts one in the back of the house. Once again, apologies. We are having some technical difficulties on our ACD broadcast. Working on getting that restored as soon as we can. Here on B, Schenectady going for another hit on Mayfield, and looks like we're on a pretty good line. Makes the hit on the nose. That stone Schenectady just threw, not out counting Mayfield's back yellow, so looks like they're going to elect to try and split the house here. So Mayfield ends up making contact with Schenectady's stone there. Ended up trying to turn their shot into a little more of a hit, but only taps Schenectady back into the 8-foot, so their rock now out-counting anything Mayfield has at the moment.
Steve's writing.
Oh, that's okay.
That's the first thing there.
Keep you updated on the scores from around the rest of the ice here. On sheet A, we have Team Miller from Columbus throwing yellow, and the Philly Freeze combo team from Philly and Peachtree Curling Clubs throwing red. Team Philly Freeze currently leading that game 2-1, starting their fourth end. Over on sheet C, we have a combo team from Nashville and Pittsburgh throwing the Yellowstones. And Hi Diddly Ho Curlerinos, our Ned Flanders themed team from the Potomac Curling Club, throwing the Red Stones, with the Nashville-Pittsburgh team currently in the lead 2-1 on that sheet as well, also entering their fourth end. And finally on sheet D, we have Team McElhenney versus Team Green. McElhenney with the red rocks, Team Green throwing yellow. And into their fourth end, Team Green has opened up a 6-2 lead. So back to the action on sheet B, and the first skip stone for Mayfield. Going to go after that back 8 red. Starting to sweep here as we cross the hog line, and looks like they're on a really nice line. Going to make contact, roll a touch to the center line, and they'll sit about half under cover there. And looks like Sweep at the wheel is going to try and just get down right on top of that yellow and freeze. So we'll switch back over to the sheet B view here as the other games have all started playing in the other direction. Once again, we are working on getting our sheet A, C, and D stream back up as soon as we can. So Schenectady going for the freeze here. Sweeping hard. Really got to dig to get around that guard. And they will just paper that guard ever so slightly. So not the best outcome there if you were Schenectady, as you leave Mayfield skip. Really a wide open hit here, potentially for 4. There is a risk of a jam back there if they catch this just on the inside of the nose. But if you're Mayfield, You're probably okay with that, as you're going to get 2 either way then. If they can hit it just perfectly on the outside of the nose, they can get 4. And even if they hit it a little thick, or a little thin, really, they'll end up getting 3 if they lose their shooter. So lots of options here, as they sit 1 anyway. Calling for normal weight here. Hoping to obviously stay just on the outside of that stone. But they want to catch almost all of it. They only want to be on the side of it by a quarter of an inch or so. Sweep it hard all the way. They're going to make contact. Does the shooter stay? It does not. It almost rolled back in, tried to. They're having a discussion about it. Hard to tell with our camera angle. We're not looking necessarily straight down over the top. Either way, going to be a great end there by Mayfield, and we'll see what the decision on score was. And it's 3. So Turnpike Rock Tossers open up a 5-2 lead as we head into the 4th end. All 3 other sheets still in their 4th end, so no score updates as of yet. Mayfield electing to start this end by playing to the center line. And a corner guard put up by Schenectady. So Turnpike Rock Tossers here going to be looking to put another one on the center. And Schenectady will make a hit. remove one of those Mayfield stones. Mayfield looking to immediately return the favor here with an in-turn. An out-turn hit here, excuse me.
I didn't know they actually got to do that. Oh my gosh, that's
And that one floated a little bit on him out wide, so they are able to make contact and remove the Schenectady stone, but they do lose their shooter as well. And what looks to be a hit and roll call here from Schenectady. A little bit of discussion on which handle they want to throw here to try and roll as far as they can over to the other side of the sheet. So they'll make the hit, but opposite side of the rock they were intending for, so they'll stay put. Pretty difficult to make a roll that far. Once again, if you're just joining us, welcome. We are having some technical difficulties with our main stream that shows sheets A, C, and D, so working on getting that restored when we can. We will keep you updated here as best as possible. Currently, this is our feature game for the 5:30 p.m. draw, which is a sweep at the wheel team from the Schenectady Curling Club and the Turnpike Rock Tossers, a team from Mayfield Curling Club just up the Pennsylvania and Ohio Turnpike. Schenectady throwing the red stones, Mayfield throwing yellow. Schenectady electing to try to draw under their corner guard here. So Mayfield here. First stone from their vise. Sweeping hard all the way to try to get this one into the rings. 3 sweepers now. Skip takes over trying to dig one out, and a hard sweep there. Able to carry that one into the top 12 and get a biter out of it. being told our other stream is available now, so if you're interested in the action on sheets A, C, and D, you should be able to jump over to our other stream feed and see those sheets there. And the first stone coming here from the Vice for a sweep at the wheel. Mayfield currently sitting 2. But both rocks out in the 12-foot, so likely here that Schenectady choosing to just ignore them for now and try to draw still around under their corner guard. Both sweepers digging hard on this one, trying to work it over as far as they can. And well done there. The skip will finish it a little bit, but right to the tee line. Pretty well undercover there. And Mayfield gonna try and throw just a little bit lighter weight hit here, calling for hack. The Vice asking for just a little more ice. Hit successfully made there. So punches out Schenectady. Mayfield now going to sit 3 without hammer. And Schenectady going to go right after that rock themselves. Sweeping this one all the way out of the hand. Digging hard just to make sure they make contact. So they will make contact, lose their shooter, and leave Mayfield sitting 2. Take a look into the house as Mayfield electing to split here and try to sit 3. The first skip stone on the way here, being waved off by the Vice all the way. Who thinks it's a little on the hot side and hoping it bites up. Schenectady going to try and dig this one out, but it will hang around in the back 12. So Schenectady here with hammer, but in a little bit of trouble potentially, trying to find the right weight and pick the right shot that's going to give them the best chance to find one or still even find two here. We are playing traditional 8-end games in this 5-under Bonspiel, but there is a 90-minute timer on the first 6 ends. So you must complete 6 ends within 90 minutes to be able to play a full 8 ends. And right now, running about 3 rocks behind here on Sheet B. So this game headed towards only being a 7-end contest. First skip stone from Schenectady. Looking for a draw here, either undercover or probably even frozen on that back yellow. A pretty decent weight, but just not quite on line. And that will just slightly miss. It does hang around in the back 12. So it outcounts, at the very least, Mayfield's top 12 biter. But Mayfield still sitting 2 here. And we'll see what they like to do with their final skip stone. So they're looking for a guard or something in the top of the house here, but this one floating quite a bit. This one may go all the way back and hit Schenectady or through. And with the skip there, able to escort that right out back. So no real path here for 2, as both of Mayfield's 12-foot rocks out counting Schenectady's back 12 there.
They're coming from the other end instead of the same path they just threw. There's no backing on this path they chose.
Yeah, a little interesting there. They just threw this draw. And, yeah, instead of choosing to draw to the backing, choosing to draw open. So we'll see if he's got the weight. This is close. Also have to be worried about it over curling here. Gonna need a hit and roll now, and they will just get it. So that rock will end up in the 8 foot, and that'll be 1 rock for Schenectady. So it'll be 5-3 here as we head into the 5th end again. Couple rocks behind, so likely going to be just a 7-end game here.
looks like there has been a nice center guard being placed, and the Mayfield team was attempting to draw under, but it just seemed to not have curled enough. It settled on top 12 in the house. Schenectady called for a hit and roll shot, looking like a control weight, so Sweepers pushing it a little bit to get a nice hit and roll undercover. It just rose a little bit more, so they're sitting at top 12, not undercover. But it's still a really nice hit and roll shot. Looks like Mayfield attempted to do a heavy draw to take the red rock out while staying shot. It just curled a little bit too much, so both rocks are still in the house. Mayfield is sitting shot. Looks like Schenectady went for a hit on the open yellow rock from Mayfield. They make the hit. It rolls onto the back 12, fully exposed. But right now, Schenectady is sitting 2 in the rings, 1 in the top 12 in the center, 1 in the back 12. Mayfield is going for a normal way takeout. Looks a little bit wide. Let's see how much it's going to curl. Our ice has been very curly, so there's a good chance it might curl. Sweepers are pushing hard. It will just take the rock, not removing it, not put it under cover. That's a little bit unfortunate outcome, but really nice try. Looks like Schenectady caught for a draw under, but it's a little bit light. Sweepers worked really hard to have it, and it actually could be a guard. So now the rock that they have in the top 12, top 8 now, is fully undercovered by 2 center guards. So Mayfield Skip is looking to potentially peel the 2 center guards and open up the house. Mayfield is throwing a peel. It appears to have successfully peeled one of the center guard, leaving the shot rock half exposed. Still kind of undercover, but it should be accessible. Skinidity immediately wanted to put another guard back. That would be Vice Matt Green's first rock. Sweepers are working really hard, start from the hawk line to the other side. It looks like a really nice center guard. Overcurled a little bit, leaving the shot rock still kind of half exposed. It just curled a lot in the end. Now we can see the live chat. Looks like there's some corrections. Chad is a skip for Skinidity team, but throws third. He's now throwing second rock. It appears to be another guard, potentially. Sweepers are sweeping hard. The shot rock red rock is still kind of a third to half kind of exposed. So Mayfield is looking to see if they could get rid of it. The rock is under multiple guards, but it's kind of in the line, but it's not really fully covering it either way. Looks like they're attempting to throw at least control based on the dice. let's see how it plays out. The first attempt from Mayfield to take out the shot rock that's half under cover has failed. It seemed to just be a little bit wider than they wanted, but it was a nice attempt. Mayfield's skips first rock seemed to be attempt to draw, and it's just a little bit heavy. So to back line. Skinnity's skip is about to throw a takeout on the existing second shot in the house from Mayfield, hoping to nose it or potentially get a little bit row to sit 3 rocks before the hammer. There's a little bit of wobble of this slide. Looks like he attempted to fix it. It might have gone a little bit wider due to the wobble, so sweeper's trying to push it. Unfortunately, it will just skim past the rock. So currently, before Mayfield skips for their last rock, Skinnerty is sitting first and third shot, while Mayfield is sitting second. Mayfield skips last rock, is on the way. It looks a little bit light, so it's not going to make it into the house. So Skinnerty will steal 1 point from this end. First rock from Skinnerty is on the way. Looks like it might actually got into the house. Potentially it's sailing. Okay, it sits perfectly. It's a nice center guard. That's very close to the house. Mayfield is calling for a corner guard. Mayfield also successfully placed their corner guard very close to the house, but not in. So Skinnerty skip is calling for a draw potentially. Sweepers on it immediately. Perhaps it's a little bit light. calling for another draw. That seemed to be a little bit. Oh no, it's not a draw. It's a nice, potentially a hack weight or board weight takeout on the existing yellow rock in the house. Looks like Mayfield is calling for another hit, potentially a control takeout. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit wide, so it doesn't touch the rock. So it looks like Chad is calling for a guard to protect their shot rock. Based on the time down counting on the wall, there's 19 seconds for them to complete this end, which is unlikely based on the remaining rocks, so this game will be a 7th end only. The game has gotten much closer in the past 2 ends, so looks like it didn't successfully guard, but it got into the house, sitting at second shot, also frozen to the shot rock, leaving a pretty difficult double. Oh no, they're like a rock apart. Now I can see the view from here. There's potentially a double. Mayfield has delivered their shot. It looks a little bit narrow from my angle, but let's wait until. Looks like they make the shot. Didn't make the double, but the rock is going to roll to the side, sitting second shot. Scandy is going to try for another guard. Thank you for everyone who joined live chat. Thank you. We have corrected the 3rd and 4th name here. Sorry, we've been referring them different. Chad will be throwing his second rock to guard the shot rock. He just threw one that's very close, so. That's a really nice guard. Looks like Chad has nailed the guard now. Shot rock is fully under cover by 2 guard. Looks like the Mayfield skip is looking to throw another takeout, potentially making a double along with the center guard and the shot rock. Welcome to Pittsburgh Curling Club 5U Qualifier Live. We're currently on 6th end onto Skinnedy's first skip rock. Looks like they're going for another guard for the shot rock. Since they do not have hammer and they're down by 1 point, it just seemed to be a little bit wide. Sweepers are trying to wait for it to curl. They seem to be staying out a little bit. Sweepers working hard to. The rock will sit. Pretty sure the shot rock is still accessible through the portal between the two red guards. That's a nice attempt. Sometimes when it's on the wider side of the sheet, it comes back later.
But that's all you have to do is red rocks, yellow rocks, which do
Mayfield skips. First rock is on the way, looking to just chip out a shot rock between a portal. It looks like it's looking really good, and they will make it. That's a very nice shot. So after that excellent shot, Mayfield is sitting 3 rocks in the house, and they still have hammer. Matt Green is heading to throw his last shot, looking to take out the shot rock, potentially hoping for like a hidden row. It will probably have to hide somewhere that's not easily accessible. So Matt is in the hat, is delivering the rock. It looks like a control up. Wait, it is floating. It needs to curl a little bit. It's gonna crash on it, but maybe try roll, and oh, they got a very lucky hidden row on their own guard and rolled under cover, sitting second shot, I believe, from this angle. That's a very nice outcome. That could be the plan B they planned when they caught the shot. Because if Mayfield can get this red rock out, they can potentially be getting at least 3 points out of this. So they're discussing to chase the rock. That's a very nice try coming from Mayfield skip. They're trying to do a hit, potentially to get 3 points. They get 1. That's still a really excellent try. That was so close. It just jammed. The starting 7th set, which will be the last set for this game. There's a score of 6-4, 6 being Mayfield. Turnpike Rock Tossers, 4 being Skinny Curling Club, a sweep at the wheel. It has been a fantastic game so far. Both teams were pulling off very nice shots. The first rock coming from Mayfield seemed to be just a tad heavy. It had been escorted to the back line by Chad. Now Kevin is about to throw his first rock from Skinny. Kevin Martin. After the lead stones, Skinny is sitting 1 in the top of the house on the side. Looks like Mayfield skip is calling for a takeout for the second first rock. Seem to be at least in control up to normal weight. Sweepers are sweeping on it immediately. It is probably curling a lot. They're sweeping hard for a piece. It made contact. Let's see if the rock will go out. Okay. we're switching to the B farhouse view. Currently, there's just one corner guard for Kennedy that's sitting. Looks like they're throwing a draw under their corner guard. The sweepers are pounding hard. It's curling a lot. Looks like it might tick. See if it's gonna roll. Now they have two guards. That's still not bad, because they need to score 2 to win. Oh no, 3 to win. They haven't had the points. What a sweep! Mayfield managed to draw a rock right into the top 4 area. 3/4 of the rock should be under cover. Looks like Chad is calling for a run back from their guard on the center to the shot rock. Based on the ice, it will probably need to be quite some good weight. The sweeper's on it already. Let's see how it plays out. In a minute it will show. Oh, it's so close! Oh, it almost makes it. It just misses the shot rock by a hair. That was such a nice try. Onto Vice's first rock from Chad. Looks like they're still going for the run back. If they run their red rock straight back, they will sit shot. Nice. It's almost just on the edge of the rock, so it probably have to be normal weight at least.
Let's try and get 8 in.
looks just to be a little bit wide, but it chips their guard into the ever center guard and made a pin pawn, now leaving the shot rock half exposed, while their guard in the house at top 12. So that's not a terrible outcome. That's pretty good.
Or you can, like if you have multiple Philly teams, like you have like 4 Phillies versus 4.
So 3 stones to go for each team here.
This is interesting. Now you got this thing. That works actually.
And we'll see if Schenectady is able to find a path for 2.
It's like when the sun is down, then you curl. You cannot curl while the sun is out. That's drinking time. It's not a bad idea, actually. It sounds ridiculous, but it's actually. The more we were talking about it last night, we're like, I hope it does. It's so close, I have to.
Mayfield with a draw. And not quite able to get a freeze. So that potentially leaves them open for a double. Final stone from the skip here. The hit's on the way. We'll see if they can find the right angle. And they do. So a well-played double takeout there. And we move on to the final 2 stones of the 7th end. Again, they did not make the 60-minute timer, so this will be the last end. If there's a tie, we go to a last shot draw. No extra ends here, just a draw to the button. So a hit coming in from Mayfield here, and they're going to try and make sure that Schenectady doesn't have an opportunity to score more than 2. Certainly making contact with this one. And right on the nose. So another hit coming here from Schenectady. Pressure shots here. As you know, if you're either team, if you're the one to miss the hit, that pretty much seals it up. A little bit of an awkward slide there. We'll see if he was able to save it on the delivery. This stone coming around. And again, makes contact just off nose. And that'll leave him sitting 2. Also rolls out to the wing there a little bit, which is slightly more difficult hit. So some debate now by Mayfield on whether they want to hit one of these or try and draw under. You certainly think you gotta throw the hit and hope you make it. Any kind of draw and you leave them a wide open hit or a run back or a freeze to take 3, so you certainly don't want to try that. And the hit is the call. Call in for normal weight here. Little wobble on the slide, and he's got the sweepers on it right away. Calling for hard. And he's going to make contact. So he hits on the nose, hits shot for the time being. And now it all comes down to Schenectady here. Got to hit and stay in the rings to tie this up. So an on-the-nose hit for 2. Rock's on the way. Calls his sweepers off. And now just cleaning. Digging hard as it starts to curl. But he'll make it. So 2 shots for a sweep at the wheel there. And we'll head to a draw off. The hammer does switch here, even for the last shot draw. So Schenectady will need to throw first, and that'll give Mayfield the advantage of knowing what they have to do. Anyone can throw the shot here, does not have to be the skip. Whoever you think has their draw weight down the best. Also, your shot must be in the rings to count. So even if you leave a guard, it will not be measured. You must be in the rings. If you were following along earlier today, just a couple draws ago, we had 3 rounds of skip stones here on sheet B. So the first one on the way from Schenectady. Sweepers just cleaning for the moment, now going at it. Looks like good weight. The question will be, where does it curl to? And heads just to the back 8. So we'll get a measurement here, and now Mayfield knows what they have to do. A rock in the full 8 foot or better will do it. So here we go. Needs full 8 foot. Started with a clean, but sweeping this one now. Now off. Line is good. The question will be, where does it bite? Oh no. The rock slows up. The sweepers stay off. And that will sit in just the top 12. Needed another 2 feet out of it. And that'll be a victory for a sweep at the wheel. Great end there. Heartbreak if you're the Turnpike Rock Tossers. So close. So that'll do it here on Sheet B. We do have 2 more draws this evening. A Pittsburgh on Pittsburgh matchup coming up next. And 1 more late draw this evening at 10 o'clock to try to see who's going to make it to each event's semifinals tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back with the 7:45 start draw here in just about 10 minutes.